Papa Porter. It was a cloudy day on the island of Sodor. The air was thick and everywhere was quite humid. There was nowhere to keep cool, as all the beaches were closed because of impending thunder and lightning storms. The melancholy weather could be felt fiercely at Brendam Docks, where Salty the dockside diesel and Porter the tank engine were finishing unloading crates from a cargo ship. "We better hurry up, laddie. Big storm coming through in a few hours. Probably the biggest storm this island will see this summer." "I don't mind working in the rain, Salty. Back where I come from, it rains and pours for hours during the summer, sometimes non-stop. But we tank engines still do our tasks. It's safe for us, but not for those ships out there. And old Cranky here. Have you ever heard of the time when Cranky fell splat right on the rails?" Porter was shocked. "Cranky, is that true?"
Yes, it is, Porter. I remember that scary day like it was yesterday. A terrible storm hit Sodor. It was causing much confusion and delay over the island, especially for an old tramp steamer coming through. Then it happened. The ship went straight for the engine shed. It hit the shed with a mighty bang. The wreckage pushed me right over. And with a thud, onto the rails.
From that day forward, the docks closes down completely when there's a threat of a major storm. I completely understand, Salty. Oh, that must have been so terrifying for you, Cranky. Cranky was so distracted from bringing up the past that he dropped one of his crates.
Oops, sorry, Porter.
That's okay. We can clean that up later. Later in the day, Salty was at the diesel works collecting some oil for the dock lamps in case of power outages during the big storm. Porter had nothing to do, so he decided to go rest his wheels in a siding. Those clouds look so scary. Salty's right. This is going to be a huge storm. But as Porter was about to close his eyes, he heard a strange noise. Caw, caw. Who's there? He decided to move forward and investigate. Nobody seems to be here. But as Porter once again tried to shut his eyes, he heard the strange noise once more. Caw, caw. Someone has to be here. Then he saw it. The crate Cranky dropped before. It's moving! The crate toppled over, and 3 seagulls appeared. Why, it's a family of seagulls! Hi, little ones! Porter noticed something strange about the biggest seagull. The other 2 seagulls were crowded around it, and they seemed to be concerned. Oh no! That big seagull is the mommy seagull, and she has a broken wing. Sizzling sandboxes! I need to make sure these seagulls are protected from the storm. Just then, Emily chuffed in.
Hello, Porter. Just dropping out some workmen. You seem nervous. Why is that?
Porter didn't want to tell Emily about the seagulls. He wanted to take care of them himself. Oh, nothing, Emily. It's just I've never experienced a huge storm on Sodor before.
Just remain calm, Porter, and keep your mind on other things, and you'll be okay.
Porter did have his mind on other things. The endangered seagulls. Porter decided to go get some food for the seagulls and then visit the vet at Nafford. This bakery on Edwards Branch Line usually has some bread scraps left in freight cars in their siding. I could ask the head baker if I can take one.
Hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, sir, can I possibly take one of your bread scrap cars? I need it for some seagulls at Brendam.
Of course. Does Salty know about the seagulls?
Well, he hasn't returned from the diesel works yet. I've taken care of the seagulls myself. The mommy seagull has an injured wing.
That's too bad. Perhaps you should tell the dockyard manager.
I'm actually heading to the vet at Nafford right now.
Okay, but be careful. The storm could hit hard at any moment. I heard some thunder before. Are you Are you sure you'll be able to return to the docks on time?
I'm sure of it. I'm Papa Porter. Porter had arrived at Nafford, but the rain was now coming down substantially. Hello? Anybody here?
Everyone's gone, Porter. Well, except for you and I.
But I need to speak with the vet. Is she still here?
The station's been evacuated. The weather reporters are saying that the storm will be worse than expected. I'm waiting for Topham Hatt to bring him home.
Porter knew he had to tend to the seagulls before the worst of the storm hit. Thank you, Thomas.
Wait, Porter, do you want me to speak to Topham Hatt?
But by that point, Porter was gone. Heavy winds were now hitting the island. Porter was watching the seagulls like a hawk. They were becoming frightened by all of the noise, the thunder, the wind, and the pelting rain.
Salty probably had to say at the dieselers. Boy, I wish he was here right now.
Why?
Because a ship is due. I need you to unload it.
That ship needs to be sent back, Cranky. There's no way it will be safe to dock with all these winds.
It's too late now.
All of the hysteria were making the seagulls nervous. The mother seagull was attempting to get her children back into the loose crate. No, please, stay out of there, Gulls. I want to make sure you're okay.
The ship is near, Porter. Get to the loading station.
But I don't want to leave the Gulls. But it was too late. The ship missed the docking area and started to hit land.
Orange hooks! Porter, watch out!
Porter backed away from the docking area. Cranky, the seagulls! Watch for the seagulls! But it was too late. The ship's mast got caught onto Cranky and tipped right over. And he suddenly lost grip with the ground.
Not again!
Cranky! Cranky! Help! Help! Somebody! It's an emergency! When the storm finally settled down the next morning, Sir Topham Hatt came with Salty to observe the damage.
The docks will need some major repairs, and I will need 2 very strong engines to come and assist putting Cranky back in place.
Salty noticed Porter was very silent. Oh, Porter, I'm sorry I wasn't there with you last night during your first major Sodor storm. The diesels at the diesel works insisted I stay with them. It's not that, Salty. I'm worried about the seagulls.
Seagulls? Porter, what are you talking about?
Yesterday, before the brunt of the storm hit, I found this family of seagulls inside a loose crate. Their mother had a broken wing. I wanted to take care of them, so I went to the bakery and got them some bread scraps to eat. I knew she needed the vet, but everyone was gone from Nafford. I couldn't find her in time, and I haven't seen them since Cranky fell.
Oh, Porter, I'm very happy that you care so much for the animals of this island.
Captain's right. But Porter, if ever you're in a situation that you don't know how to tackle, just speak up to anyone you can find. Everyone on this island are helpful, especially if it means saving little seagulls.
Well said, Salty.
Porter brightened up a bit, knowing his friends would always help him in their time of need, but he still wanted to know where the seagulls went.
Oh, Porter, I think you found your friends.
And Cranky was right. The baby seagulls were right on his hook, and the mother seagull was sleeping soundly right in front of his face. The seagulls! Well, blow me down, matey. That be Porter's seagulls.
Cranky, why didn't you say anything before? Honestly, sir, it's kind of hard to talk when you're on your side. Oh, yes, right. Well, I will send for some tender engines immediately.
The sun had finally set on the island of Sodor. James and Murdoch were coupled up to Cranky, ready to pull him back into place. Porter was also with the vet, tending to the mother seagull. She will be fine after treatment at my office, but I can tell you, Porter, you did a splendid job watching them. Porter felt proud. Okay, mateys, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Murdoch and James pulled with all their might. They were turning beet red. Come on, James. Come on, Murdoch. You can do it. And they did. Cranky was back into place in no time.
Phew. Thank you. Finally. Don't be pushy, Cranky. That took a lot of effort.
Indeed. Okay, Porter. Thomas is here. I'm ready to take the seagulls to my office. Thank you for coming here and taking care of them. The seagulls crowded around Porter.
Aw, those seagulls really love Porter.
Hey, little fellas. I'll see you all soon. I'll be by Nafford as much as I can. The littlest seagull gave Porter a piece of bread. Well, I'll be, matey. The little one is giving you a present. Thank you. Now whenever I pass the bakery, I'll think of you and your gift.
Well, see you later, Porter. 3 cheers for Papa Porter. He saved the seagulls.
All of the engines at the docks whistled, and the workmen gave hoorays, and even Cranky, who looks tough as nails on the exterior, was teary-eyed. How are you holding up, laddie? Perfect, Salty. Thanks to those gulls, I was safe during my first big Sodor storm. And them as well. All Papa Porter could do was smile. The end.